Hey guys, Casual Chrono here. In this video we are going to upgrade a couple of characters. So it is the last day of March 2025 and I've been running my red keys, my green keys, collecting treatises, opuses, codexes and so forth. Yukino, I am one opus away, and I am one away from El Seals. Cuervo is also one away. And yes, I could run over to No Pals Emporium and buy them, but I'm just too cheap for that. Komachi, however, nothing yet. And Shion, nothing yet. So they'll take a while. But overall, I have lots of options. And I'm sure one of these days I'll talk about like why I choose some characters and not others. But for the most part, it's fairly straightforward. If you see YouTubers using a particular character over and over and over again, like Claude's Calcale style appears in a lot of YouTube videos, there's probably a reason for that. So that's kind of what guided me all of this time. I have never seen a video with Bria 5-star. I've never really seen a video with Bria at all. So to me, that would be a waste of chant scripts. So right now I have 38 chant scripts, and mostly in part to a little bit of luck, and I also have been running Necoco, and I finally got enough of those drops to get the 3 chant script reward. So I have plenty of chant scripts. I don't like to blow all of them at once. First of all, if I ever get a 4-star Yakumo, let's just open this up. If I ever get a 4-star Yakumo, I'm immediately going to use 5 chant scripts and give him a 5-star. I also am going to use 5 chant scripts and give him his AS form. So right away, 10 chant scripts are pretty much off limits just for the offhand chance I ever get Yakumo. So that leaves me with 28. In my opinion, it's always a good idea to keep at least 5 chant scripts or maybe 10 in reserve, because we don't know when one of these 4-star characters might get a stellar awakening, you know. For example, Foran, his 4 stars. What if we find out in the anniversary that Foran is getting her true manifest weapon and she's going to have her star charts available in No Pals Emporium, but you have to have her 5-starred in order to get, you know, 1 out of 3 awakenings, you know, or Elga or Dewey, you know, any of these characters. Cynthia might actually be a better option because I do not have her 5-starred, and if I find out that Cynthia is about to get a stellar awakening, I will immediately 5-star her to get 1 of the 3 awakening levels taken care of. So anyway, the bottom line, that was a lot of words. I like to keep 5 to 10 chants kind of set aside in case there's potentially a really awesome character, and I want to make sure that they have their 5-star before you update the game. So if you do the math, 10 for Yakumo, up to 10 for just emergency, I guess, surprise stellar awakenings. That leaves me with 18 chant scripts left. In this particular video, I'm only going to awaken, or I guess upgrade, 2 characters. And as you saw, I have a lot of choices, but these 2 characters I do see used a lot, and I finally got their treatises. The first is Necoco. Just today, in fact, I got the technically the 5th codex to drop. I've been sitting at 4 for a long time and ran Necoco, and lo and behold, it dropped on the 4th run. So yay! I am going to go ahead and use up 5 chant scripts. And now I have Necoco ES. So very excited about that. The other character that I actually got the treatises for and a while ago, and I've just been kind of holding out. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I do have enough treatises to awaken Sesta, who is probably my most used character in the game currently. In fact, after the 5th treatise dropped, like 2 days later, a 6th one dropped. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, I now can play with Sesta AS. And those are the only 2 I'm going to do right now. As I said, I like to set aside a few chant scripts for emergencies, a few from Yakumo, who's never going to drop for me, and then I just don't see any other characters that I really, really want right now. So be it. Now, next, let's go ahead and, let's see, Necoco. I think, yeah. All right. So Necoco, I believe, is is a bow user, but she starts off at level 1. I have tons of high-class scrolls, so I'm going to go ahead and blow a few of them now and give myself a level 80 Necoco, which is awesome, but also means, yay, character quests. So I'll be doing that this week. But anyway, I am not going to Stellar Awaken Necoco right now. I'm not convinced she needs it, though I do have Necoco. Let's, whoops. I do have her 84 light. So if I did choose to Stellar Awaken her down the road, I could open up her entire board. So that does tempt me. But right now, I think the more important character to Stellar Awaken is Sesta. So we're going to do the same thing. Yay. I'm going to instantly level her to 80. I don't know why, I don't like wasting scrolls, and to me, if I just max out at 113, it feels like that might be a little bit of overkill. I don't know, I'm just weird like that. So there we go, we have level 80 Sesta AS. Now here, I have 4 All Cosmos star charts, and it's the last day of March, which means tomorrow I can get a 5th one. So if I do get Yakumo, and I switch him to Yakumo AS, at worst, I'm going to have to wait 1 month before I can Stellar Awaken him. So I think it is worth my time to go ahead and Stellar Awaken Sesta. One of the reasons being, instead, Twin Blade Wolf, her normal style, requires a Divine Wolf to be stacked. You get 1 stack if you're in an Awakened Wind Zone. That's why it's so important to have Sesta in a team where you can reawaken the Wind Zone a lot. From what I understand, and obviously I've never played with this character yet, Sesta AS only gets a certain amount of stacks of Wolf Heart, and it's based on your user level. If you're at level 90, you get 4 stacks, which means at level 80, you only have 3 stacks. The only way to restore a stack is to swap her into the reserves and have her come out again. And that restores her, I guess, with just 1 stack. So that seems a little clunky. I'm not terribly crazy about that whole mechanic, but we're going to see how it works. Though I do understand that in an AF burst, it doesn't use up the Wolf Heart stacks, so I could basically use her Twin Blade Wolf-ish ability, Twin Blade Wolf 2, over and over and over and over again in an AF burst. So that could be a lot of fun. Anyway, the important thing is she maxes out on stacks at level 90. There's only one way to get to level 90, and that is through Stellar Awakening. So if for no other reason, I think it is a decent, and I say this now without having played with her, but I think I could make an argument for using the very precious All Cosmos star charts on her, if nothing else, just so I can get her max level to 90. Now my Sesta only has 30 shadow points. So we are definitely getting her to 90. As far as skills, I think we pretty much have to go this route. User gains overcritical, enters Shadow Wolf, and the Stellar Burst after activate Twitch in Link does not consume Wolf Art. So that path makes sense. I got 33 more points. Let's take a look. I can gain First Strike for 2 turns, which I'm not sure if I always want to have First Strike, because you've seen a lot of my videos, and when I have Sesta in my wind team, a lot of times the other wind users, I give them preemptive skills so that way they go first instead of Sesta, and she gets the benefit of their buffs before she ever uses a Twin Blade Wolf. But that's kind of how she's built, so I'm thinking let's just go ahead and do that. If there's 2 or more Katana allies, she gets Shadow Power. So I need to try and pair her with 1 additional Katana user. Offhand, I'm thinking Melissa. She's a wind user, and Katana. Shiguri ES might be a possibility as well. I don't have him Stellar Awakened, but I do have him, and he would be a wind and Katana user. So either way, more Shadow Power is good. If nothing else, more frequent Stellar Bursts. Down here, when you burst and shadow power is greater, her damage increases. Yeah, I think anything that increases Sesta's damage is probably a good thing in the long run. So I have 23 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it'd put me at 18, 17, whoops, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. All right, it looks like I can go ahead and get her to level 100. So let's go ahead and do that. There we go. So now we can get Sesta to level 100. So we get 20 extra levels above level 80 of extra health, extra stats per level. And most importantly, once we hit level 90, we get that extra Twin Blade Wolf 2. Alright, so we have 10 points left. My choices are the usual. There, I can increase my stats, I can increase MP, I could increase HP, and that's about all I can do. It's pretty much up to you at this point. I tend to prefer hit points because Sesta's not going to do any damage if Sesta gets knocked out. So the more hit points she has, the less likely like a fixed damage attack or something will defeat her. So I tend to go for HP. Some people might make an argument for stats. An extra 10 power would make her more powerful. Let's face it, chances are she's going to hit damage cap a lot of times, and so I don't think the extra 10 power is the best choice right now. And then MP, you could always make the argument that certain buffs like mental focus can improve damage. But I think overall, you can't do damage if you're knocked out. So there we go, an extra 400 health for Sesta, and the potential of giving her, I guess, 200 more in the future. All right. So there we go. We have a level 100 Sesta AS to play with, and we now have a Necoco ES to play with. So very excited about that. Ooh, still got some character quests to get onto. Let's go ahead and finish up the board. And now my Sesta normal style is a little bit speedier as well. And I guess my Necoco, I should probably do the same thing for her. Actually, did I leave her on bow? I think I did leave her on bow. Bow. Yep, there she is. So, ability and 27 more points. All right. Oh, so base Necoco and AS Necoco gain a little more health. That's nice. I don't really pay that close of attention. So I have all three. So base Necoco gives Necoco ES 40 extra mana. Whoops, didn't mean to go to Nona. Guess I gotta go back to Axe now. And let's see, Necoco AS gives, oh, percent. I hadn't seen that. So my other Necoco's get an extra 5% speed. Nice. All right. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I have 2 more characters now that I can mess around with for team compositions, strategies, and so forth. So let me get on to leveling them a little bit and to get used to them, and you'll probably see them popping up in the future. Oh yeah, and I got a Stellar Awakening thing. Yay. What was that, like 10 stones? Still 10 stones. All right, and all I've been doing for the past few weeks have just been running my dailies and everything. I made a video not that long ago about my daily routine. I have not dropped any stones on any of the encounters lately, and as a result, I'm up to 7,700 stones with the anniversary coming up in just a short period of time. So I'll probably hit around 8,000 stones, and you know that for anniversaries they always give away some stones for free. So I'm probably looking at 8,000 to 9,000 stones to play with once the anniversary banners hit, and we'll have to see what they are. So anyway, that's kind of the thought process behind my characters. I'm going to start taking Sesta AS out for a spin, and I will see you on the flip side. So anyway, hope this helps. Casual Crono, signing out.